Good morning. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. And today is our daily reading. It's Sunday, I think. It's been a long weekend. Nice to have some time off. I'm going to use the Black Cat Tarot today. I'm going to take a look at current situation and the influences around that. And keep in mind this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. I decided to switch up the cards a little bit. I haven't used this Black Cat in a long time. It's one of my favorites. Got something itching in my eye. Okay. Let's see. I have a little piece of... What do we need to know today? Keep in mind with this deck, I read it a little bit differently, or probably a lot differently than normal cards. Okay, what do we need to know? Current situation. Five of Swords. Present influence. Emperor. Future influence. Seven of Pentacles. What we don't see. Nine of Pentacles. What to look for. Three of Wands. What's unexpected. Knight of Cups. Okay. Challenge. Seven of Swords. Strength. Ace of Pentacles. And where does this lead? Four of Pentacles. Queen of Cups and advice. Nine of Wands. Queen of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. I would say like there's a overall feeling, excuse me, about, hang on just a second. Okay. Sorry about that. I feel like this energy in the Queen of Wands, this is probably about something, I don't know. I almost feel like it's something you're trying to make or make happen. I'm not sure where I'm getting that. It feels like an energy of, yeah, there's something that you are trying to make happen, or you want to happen, or you're working on it, and it could be any life area with all of these different cards here. But I do feel like that's what it is. And if you look at this, I mean, when I see her in this deck, she's working on something. And with the Queen of Wands energy being motivated and having the energy and things like that, I feel like that's what this card is, kind of about. The Queen of Wands in general is going to make things happen because they're a fire, they're a fire sign or fire, and the wands are fire. And so you're going to make something happen. You're going to create, you're going to motivate, do all of those things. So I feel like there's something really here that speaks to that. I got some weird glare, just a sec. So the current situation is the Five of Swords. This is something that you want to create, but you're fighting it. Well, you're not fighting it. I think you have an idea and you're going for it, but this card represents how much energy and how much fight do I want to put in, and at what point do I say, I'm done. But I don't feel like this is about being done. I just feel like you feel like it's a fight right now. And you feel like you're putting a lot of energy into it. Whatever this is. I don't feel like this Five of Swords is a negative card. It's more the situation right now is you feel like there's a struggle, and it's not about someone else. It's about you. It's about the energy you're putting into something, and how much more do I put in, and at what point do I stop? And that's just the feeling, right? That's where you're at now. The present influence is the Emperor, which tells me a little bit that the reason why you feel this way is because you want control, and you feel like you're kind of losing control. So how much do I want to put into this, and this is this going to be good for me? Am I going to be able to control it to some degree, or how much control do I have of it? This is all about control right here. This is about, the at what point, you know do I lose control, or do I allow control to give control to somebody else or something else? um, but I feel like that's the influence. It's kind of driving the Five of Swords energy. So this control piece is where you're going, how much more do I want to fight? Because I need, you're feeling like you want the control because this is something you're trying to create, but you feel like you're kind of, I don't know, you're fighting that control a little bit, but you're not really fighting the control. The control is what's making you want to fight, or not, or do I give up? Seven of Pentacles, though, in the future says you're not giving up. You're going to see if everything is worth it. In the long run, this is saying that you're planting the seeds, you're working through it. You'll continue to work through it in the near future. And you'll continue to nurture it and try to make it grow. So, whatever this is, you're not giving up by any means. It's just kind of like right now you're feeling like, "Bruh." But in the near future, you are still going to be working through this. And if this, I mean, whatever project this is, whether it's a new job, a new relationship, or changing something in your job, or a project, anything, you've put a lot of energy and you have a mindset here. And it could be even like putting together like a workout schedule, or getting out more, or um, taking a creative class. It could be anything like that you're putting, but you're like, how much energy do I put in? But I feel like you're still going to continue to nurture it in the near future. What you don't see is the Nine of Pentacles. So what happens here is you eventually decide, well, you know what? In this deck, the Nine of Pentacles is about going with the flow. There's sharks all around her. And if she flails and doesn't relax, the sharks will attack her. But she's calm. She's going with the flow. So the sharks are not going to attack her. They don't see her as a threat. So, or even food, because she's not moving. So with this, it's, you know, going with the flow instead of trying to take that control is what's really going to help you here, with this energy. If you are trying to get too much control, you may not be able, it's going to be more of a struggle. That's where the challenge comes in a little bit. But I feel like, well, kind of. But I feel like overall, going with the flow is the key to this project. What you need to watch for is things are happening. The Three of Wands. Things are happening. Things are coming in. You need to see the progress. You need to look for that progress. You know, sometimes things aren't right, like right apparent, right in front of our face. We have to look for it. What is it? Where is this all going? But watch, because something is happening. This is telling me this is what you need to look for. And if you're not watching this or looking for the progress, then it becomes more and more difficult. What the unexpected is your Knight of Cups. And I honestly feel like this is almost like a savior. Like someone comes in and makes you see things differently, helps you move forward. They bring you some kind of gift, whatever that gift is, that will kind of spark you back into, slap in your face. Let's get started. Let's get going. Let's get moving. Don't let this fight get in your way. And I feel like this is the key to what keeps you motivated. So whatever this gift is, I feel like it's somebody comes in and either says some words that make sense to you, or they're helping you along the way, or they're pushing you, or they're, giving you advice. There's something here where you're being given a gift, and it's kind of unexpected, and it comes from an unexpected place or unexpected person or someone that you would never suspect that would be this kind, this helpful, this caring about you. And I think it's a really nice energy. So the the challenge is the Seven of Swords. Now this is a little bit about face. In this deck, is about facing your fears. He's crossing that bridge, and there is a gap here. So will I fall? Will I make it? So in this deck, Seven of Swords, facing your fear. So the challenge is there's something in here that's a little bit scary. And I'll tell you, with the Ace of Pentacles as the strength, it is something new to you. And I feel like the energy that you put in, that's what the fear is. How much energy do I put in? Because if I fail, then it's like, ah, man, I put a lot of energy into that. So it's more the fear of that. The fear of, am I making the right decision? Am I doing the right thing? Because even though the Five of Swords is not conflict, in a way, it's a decision card. Because to me, when I see, okay, so the Five of Swords in other decks can be about dishonesty, like winning a fight unfairly. And you absolutely can do that, right? You can put the energy into a fight and then, cheat, so to speak. Or sometimes when we see it, we see the three people in the card, and it's about, and this only has two people, but you can stay and fight, you could walk away. If you stay and fight, you can win or lose, right? So there's three different ways this card can go. But when we do that, there's a fear involved, because if I lose the fight, I failed, right? So that's a fear. If I walk away, then I don't get what I'm trying to accomplish. That's a fear. So that's just something to honestly think about. Anytime we're doing something new, anytime we're putting a lot of energy into something, if we're not totally seeing things happen right away, it's very easy to become a little bit skeptical or a little bit fearful. However, your strength is the Ace of Pentacles, which means, I think this goes directly to with this Ace, the Seven of Pentacles. In this deck, I see this ace as moving forward. Like you're at the head of the ship, you're guiding it, you're going in a direction, you're moving forward, and that's your strength. Because I feel like no matter what happens here, you're going to move forward. It doesn't matter. Like, I feel like no matter what you're facing, you're going to move forward. You're going to keep going. You're going to keep moving. And that's a really great energy. Then where it leads is the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like in the Temper, I pulled a second card, because in the Temper, you are going to see some results, and you're going to hold on to those results. So whatever happens, whatever that is, you're going to really take that and savor it, which is a good thing. But it's a reminder too, okay, are you done, or do you keep going? Because if you're holding on to it, it's kind of like you're in between there. The Queen of Cups comes after this. So whatever you're doing and holding on to and creating here with these cards is going to spark some real I don't even feel like it's from the heart. Like I see this Queen of Cups, and she has the telescope, and I feel like it's kind of a daydreamy, but to me this is saying you're going to reach your dreams by focusing and putting your energy in. She's looking up at the sky and seeing, where are her limits? Maybe she doesn't have any. Are there any limits? Where do I want to go from here? What's really going to guide me? So it becomes a little bit spiritual. It becomes a little bit dreamy oriented. I feel like whatever you're putting into place is going to feel kind of, wow, kind of like that. Like, I did that. I feel like this isn't something necessarily huge. It's not like maybe a diploma or something like that. But, it's those little things that come along the way, or, on a daily basis, that really set our energy or help us it's the little goals along the way. The big goals are great and they're awesome and we celebrate them, but sometimes it's those little things that we get out of or can, navigate through that really says a lot for our, persistence and our, you know, resilience. I can think of the word, I swear. So, and which comes to the advice is Nine of Wands. So, in a typical deck, the Nine of Wands is the it's almost there. You've almost got it. Keep going. But also in this deck too, I would say keep an eye that you're not being tricked. We do have the Seven of Swords there as a challenge. Now, normally in this deck, I don't think of it as trickery or as someone, taking from you, but this nine is they have planted a trap for this mouse. And you've got two cats honing in on this mouse. So watch yourself, watch your back, make sure that if this comes to any kind of contracts or anything like that, you're double checking it, making sure that you have everything that you're supposed to have in place and don't walk into anything blindly. Really understand where you're going. I hope that resonated. Let's do a card from the Enchanted map. What do our listeners need to know today? What is their advice? What is our advice? What is our advice today? Wide open. I think we've gotten this a couple different times. Here, I'll set the card up. Well, maybe not. I could. Let's be tricky here. Let's see if that works without it falling. There. Wide open. Okay, so that's kind of a good idea, huh? Wide open is card number 42. I think we've had this just recently. And so I think when the messages come around a lot, I'm doing those astrological ones too, and I pull a card on all of those. You are free to express your uniqueness in the world and share in all the bounty of life's endless possibilities. All manner of opportunities are presented to you at this time. And I think this goes with the reading. The wide open card is a signal that you're able to truly manifest your dreams and that your goals are in sight. Don't remain small and contracted. Instead, expand your horizons beyond what you believe to be your limitations. You have a unique voice that needs to be expressed in the world. The universe is supportive of new ideas and approaches it at this time. So speak up and speak out. This card is the sign of the maverick who freely roams the wide open space of possibility. Allow for a greater vision to replace old ideas as you dream for a grander dream. So keep yourself open to new possibilities is what that card is all about. So I hope you like the weird reading. Blah, if I could talk. Please hit the like button. Give me a comment. I appreciate all of the things. Happy Sunday. Have a beautiful day.